This is why solo founders are becoming absolutely dangerous right here. I had AI build me this app in around 10 minutes. And I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process that I did. So we're going to hit validate simple right here, just to show you it in action right away. So literally, I type in the most simple idea right here, and look, it's going to come up and it's going to be honest too. And this is all built within Android Studio and using Cloud Code. So, and it gives you reasons too. All right, there's 60 curiosity, 50 for clarity, and look at the competition. There's way too much. So this title specifically lacks clarity and is too generic. It needs more specificity to stand out in the crowded niche, right? What makes you different as a creator? That is what really matters. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the hook ideas and the better titles. So, ever wondered if AI can create something amazing in just 10 minutes? What if AI could build an app that could change your life in a flash? In just 10 minutes, AI transform an idea into a working app. Watch how. What do you guys think about those hooks? All right, see, I'm not saying that these are the best ones, but these actually will spark your creativity, so that way you can actually come up with a great hook, right? Or do more research. Like I said, this is a tool that I built in 10 minutes. You can tweak it and make it way better. All right, so now we're gonna get into the video. Most YouTube videos fail before you even hit that record button. So this is an idea I had for a YouTube Validator app. So we're gonna build it together right here and right now in a couple easy steps. All right, so the first step, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna head to github.com. I will do it again just so we're building together. github.com. And then we're gonna go and we're going to go to our dashboard, which is right here. And then we're gonna go create new, and we're gonna hit create new repository in the top right. If I did that kind of fast, I'll do it again. So, all right, I'm gonna come here, go to the top right where the plus button is, and then we're going to hit new repository. So we're gonna go new repository, and then you're just gonna create a name. So Android app builder, there we go. That's one. I'm not gonna create it right now because I already have one created. So, which is this one right here. So YouTube app, or the idea validator rather, is right here. So next, you just copy this, git clone right here, or you can go right down to VS Code. If you don't know what VS Code is, it is just a editor for code. So if you don't have this, you just have to go download this. Just literally Google Visual Studio Code and it will walk you through the download steps very easily. All right, so now we're gonna go right here, and this is the YouTube idea validator. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close this out right here. So to show you, if you're a beginner, we're gonna go to terminal, we're gonna go to new terminal, and terminal's at the top 7 or so over top left. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. All right. Yep, new terminal right here. And then we're going to type in Claude. Now, if you don't have Claude, then you're going to have to go sign up as well. And then Cloud Code actually just switched to run Claude install here. And then these are the docs right here if you want to check that out to get Cloud Code installed. All right, so that's the intro. Now we're going to go. I could have Cloud Code come up with the prompt, but sometimes I find it better to use ChatGPT to get it started. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to go to ChatGPT, and we're going to copy this prompt. So all I did is have a one-shot prompt, scoped for a clean, nice MVP, Android style first, design finished in one session. So we're going to copy the code. That's it. Very simple. We're going to go right back over to VS Code here. And now I'm going to simply put the prompt right in here. I'm going to paste it right into Cloud Code. Then I'm going to hit enter. So now Cloud Code is going to check out this prompt right here. So I'll read a little bit of it for you. So you are a senior and Android engineer and product designer. So I'm telling it to build an Android app MVP in one session here. And this is the goal. Create a simple Android app called YouTube Idea Validator that takes a proposed YouTube title and returns 3 scores, 0 to 100. Curiosity, clarity, competition, and risk. And then a big verdict badge, build it, rework, or skip. So it's going to improve the title rewrites, and then it's going to do 3 hooks and opening lines. And it's not a full SEO tool, it's a fast go, no-go idea filter for creators. Alright, that's pretty simple. So now we're going to go scroll down here and check where Claude is at. Alright, so now he's building this app from scratch right here. So now it's asking me if it wants me to make the directory. I'm going to say yes. Alright, so while that's doing its thing over here, we're going to let Claude Code run and get some of the code built. Alright, so while it's getting built, we're going to come over here and we're going to go to Android Studio here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a new project. Right, we're going to clone the repository. And that's where, you know, we could use login via GitHub or the repository URL. So we're going to go back to GitHub here. Right, this is where this comes in handy right here. See? And you can copy this. Or you can easily, if you don't want to do this, since Claude is building it, you can actually simply just open it from your actual folder like this. But for now, you know, we're just gonna do the repository URL. So we're copying it right here, and now we're going back here. We're gonna copy it, and then we're gonna clone, and then we're gonna open it in this window right here. I'm gonna trust the project. Yes. Alright, and that's it for Android Studio for now. So, something simple that you're going to have to do later on. We'll get to that in a second. We're going to go jump back over here to the validator. And we're going, oh, I forgot to hit yes, allow all edits without asking permission. Typically, Claude Code, you can have it in 3 stages or many other stages, but there's the accept edits automatically, asking for permission, and then plan mode. So usually plan mode is a better way to do this, but for this showcasing, for this demo on how to do this, we're gonna let it just build it based off the ChatGPT prompt. Normally I would tell Claude Code to refine the refine the ChatGPT prompt to tailor it better to how it can build it. Right, so now while that's going still, it's just creating code all by itself for me, and it gets it built pretty quick here. So based off my rules, yep, let's go, okay. Alright, so now that's building here. We're going to jump back over to the YouTube validator here, and oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you while we're waiting. So come over here to Device Manager on the top right for the Android Studio, right over here, Device Manager, and then there's a couple different ones. The Pixel 8. You can also search for other phones, you know, that you want to emulate. So we're going to open up my old project to show you how it's going to look. So we're going to go back to open, and we're going to go, hold on, let's see here. I'm not sure. No, it's alright. We'll just get one running right here. It might not work though. We're going to hit play, which is starting up the emulator. So yeah, this is the emulator right here in Android Studio. This is, yeah, just the Google Pixel 8, right? So this is going to be how you test your app efficiently. So yeah, I have Focusify here, another app that I built. We're gonna go ahead and open it up, but it's from the wrong project, so it might not work, but it could be cached or saved in here, so it might show you. If it doesn't, that's all right. Claude's probably, while that loads, let's check over here on Claude, see how it's doing. Alright, it's building pretty fast now. We'll let Cloud keep going. And let's check if this opened. Okay. Yeah, see. We're gonna have to open a development build. But mine's already in production right now, so all you would do is you would go into your project right here, and you simply just copy this command, npx expo start, and that would boot up the project into the emulator. But since we're working on a new project right now, we're just going to ignore this and we're going to cancel, and we're going to shut it down. So we're just going to get rid of this for now. We'll stop it. That's how you shut down the emulator. Alright, now we're going to go back over and check Claude over here. And it's still working. Sometimes it can take a little bit, yeah, because it's going to want you to add some API keys and whatnot. Alright, so we're going to jump over here actually and do a little more research into my Ubuntu virtual machine here. So now we're going to go into the terminal, and now I'm actually going to have it do, we'll have it do some research, okay? We're going to have it check what some successful Android apps are named and what they do. So this is actually a good way to validate apps too if you want to build apps. We're going to have, this is ClawdBot over here. If you don't know what ClawdBot is, check out the other video that I just made on it. And it's pretty much like a 24/7 AI employee that does whatever you want, from wherever you want, from the terminal, from Telegram, WhatsApp. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. Check that other video out. I don't know, I'm not going to get into it right now. But while that's checking what other Android apps are named and what they do, we'll jump back over to, oops, sorry. Alright, now we're back over here to Cloud Code. He finished working and it gave us some titles and ideas to test out. So we're going to go over and run it in the app that it just built right here. And okay, here we go. Here's the app that it just built. And this is one that I put in right here. I built an app in 10 minutes, right? So now it's, I'll rerun it for you, right? We'll hit, actually, let's go back and get one of the tests. We'll go back to how I made 10K in 1 week for business and finance. So let's see what it does. Alright, so we're going to put that in here. We're going to paste it up. And now that's going to be, we'll go business, and then we're going to hit validate. So now this is making an API call to ChatGPT or OpenAI, and it's going to come back. And alright, so now it says to rework this idea because this is a score from 1 out of 100, and there's too much competition. 80% competition, 70% clarity, and 65% curiosity, right? So, and these are some reasons as to why it suggests this, right? Now, I'm not saying that you actually have to listen to it, but you can still at least gauge the competition, right? You probably wouldn't want to make a video like this unless you actually made the 10K in a week and it could provide genuine value to your audience. Then sure, make the video and you might be a differentiator than someone else, right? Especially if they're really not making 10K a week and they want to scam the people, then you should definitely make the video. Especially if it's within your niche and you're already getting lots of views, disregard the advice. But still, it can show you how to optimize the titles, right? Look, there's specificity here. How I made 10K a week selling digital products in just a week, right? The secret strategy that earned me 10K in 7 days. See, these do sound much better. And then you can have some hooks right in there. 2 seconds, you get it right on your phone, you can do it anywhere. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, if you want to watch how to integrate ClawdBot into that, then check the video out over here. That's all for today.